There may be people that have more talent than you, but there is surely no reason why others should work harder than you. Most Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Shri E. Krishnamurthy, Principal of our Vidyalaya, knowledgeable colleagues, students, parents, and all our online viewers, a very warm and pleasant morning to you all. And on the occasion of our National Sports Day, I extend my heartfelt greetings to you all. I wish you all a very hearty and healthy National Sports Day. 29th August is the day that is celebrated in the country as National Sports Day to commemorate the birth anniversary of Major Dhyan Chand Singh, the greatest hockey player India has ever seen. So this is the day when we should take pledge to make health and fitness as the prime goals of our life and to excel in the field of sports. So now I request Shrimati Sanju Kumari, TGT Physical Health and Education, to tell us more how to enhance our health and fitness. Over to Sanju ma'am.
न हारना ज़रूरी है न जीतना ज़रूरी है, ये ज़िंदगी एक खेल है, खेलना ज़रूरी है। ये ज़िंदगी एक खेल है, खेलना ज़रूरी है। हौसले के तरकश में कोशिश का वो तीर ज़िंदा रखो, कोशिश का वो तीर ज़िंदा रखो। हार जाओ चाहे ज़िंदगी में सब कुछ, हार जाओ सब चाहे ज़िंदगी में सब कुछ, मगर फिर से जीने की उम्मीद ज़िंदा रखो, मगर फिर से जीने की उम्मीद ज़िंदा रखो। Good morning to respected principal sir, teachers and my dear students. This is my proud privilege to talk on the occasion of birth anniversary of Major Dhyan Chand on 29th August, which is celebrated as a National Sports Day. I will be taking the topic on health and fitness. The simplest and the most traditional definition of health is the freedom of disease and diseases. To become a healthy and fit person, we need a good natural environment, healthy living, healthy eating habits, daily physical exercise, and personal hygiene. All these provide us a good health for a long time. We should take care of our body and follow the routine on time, taking a proper diet according to the body requirement, high in protein and vitamins, and lower in sugar and salt and fats. Therefore, we should take a proper diet. It is a duty to keep our body in a good health. Otherwise, we will not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. It is very important to get a physical strength, that we start our day with some kind of physical exercises. The exercise we have to do in the morning. We can go to the gym, or we can do yoga exercises, or we can do aerobics, cycling. One can do according to the physical capability. A very famous Spanish saying, a man is too busy to take care of his health, like a very busy mechanic to take care of his equipment. It is beautifully says that this body, which is known as the temple of our beautiful soul, God gave us a beautiful computer to fit inside our head, which controls our system. Even our car or vehicles require maintenance, servicing. We can change the car, but body is given once. You need to take care. We should have a positive thought for that. To keep our hormone balance, we have to take healthy diet and do physical exercise and yoga, which will reduce the anxiety and depression, so that we can enjoy the life and the nature. A benefit of healthy and fit. Being a healthy and fit helps to control weight. It helps to deal with a health disorders and seasonal problems. It helps to provide the moods and increase the energy level. It promotes a better sleep every night without any negative thought. It strengthens bone and mental health. It provides longevity without aging problem. Cure your body. So why waiting till the peak? Why not start now? Let us change for who will be if you don't change. Thank you, one and all.
धन्यवाद संजू मैम। हम स्वास्थ्य की बात करें और योग का नाम ना आए, ऐसा हो नहीं सकता। आजकल चल रही कोरोना वैश्विक महामारी के दौरान योग का महत्व और भी बढ़ गया है। यदि आपके दिमाग में ये सवाल उठ रहा है कि घर बैठे खुद को स्वस्थ कैसे रखें, तो उसका जवाब है योग, जो आपके समक्ष लेकर प्रस्तुत हो रही हैं हमारे विद्यालय की कुछ छात्राएं।
5, jump, 6, 7, 8. Again, continue first exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Change the exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Change. 2, 3, 4. Hands up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good.
Thank you. This is Kirtana from class 7B, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Gachibowli. Jai Hind.
Students for the flawless fitness displays. I am just wonderstruck to see the limitless flexibility of your body. The different postures that you demonstrated are a sure short way to maintain good health. Dear viewers, yoga is an elixir for life. So practice yoga, stay fit and stay healthy. And now I request the alumni of our Vidyalaya, Kumari Kartika, to express her gratitude towards Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan in molding her into a big sports personality. And here I would like to mention about Kumari Kartika that she made not only our Vidyalaya proud but the whole country proud by etching for herself a place in the Indo-Sri Lankan Throwball Championship. Over to Kartika.
Warm greetings to everyone. Myself Kartika. Firstly, I would like to wish everyone a happy National Sports Day, a day when they wizard the greatest hockey player, Major Dhyan Chand ji, was born. I have recently passed out from Kendriya Vidyalaya, Gachibowli. It's my privilege to be a part of KVS family. I have represented Telangana State in the sport of throwball 6 times and also represented KVS Hyderabad region in throwball and chess. I have played Indo-Sri Lanka Throwball Championship Series in Bangalore. Sports and games are the integral part of our human beings, and they play a major role in all spheres of life. So I request everyone to play sports and games, and they also help in building character and personality of a person. I sincerely thank our principal sir, Krishnamurthy sir, for allowing me to participate in tournaments despite being in 12th standard and giving me a chance to reappear in exams. I also thank my parents, teachers and sports faculty of KV Gachibowli for inspiring me, supporting me, and lastly I thank my coach Avinash Rajmanne sir for guiding me and making me a eligible throwball player. As sports persons, we all have the responsibility to encourage and increase enthusiasm in people to take up sports, play games, and indulge themselves in fitness and lead a happy life. Once again, a happy National Sports Day. Stay fit, stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Kartika. Now, dear viewers, let me present before you the biography of Vilma Rudolph, who I am sure is going to inspire you for your entire lifetime. So let's watch a video, a documentary on the life and achievements of Vilma Rudolph, who won 3 gold medals in Olympics in the field of athletics after overcoming the impairment caused by polio. Yes, my dear viewers, you heard me right. After defeating the impairment caused by polio.
दोस्तों, आज मैं बात करने जा रहा हूं एक ऐसी लड़की की जिसका जन्म बेहद ही गरीब परिवार में हुआ। जन्म के समय से ही वह स्वास्थ्य समस्याओं से परेशान रही और जब 4 साल की हुई तो उन्हें पोलियो हो गया, जिससे उनका एक पैर काम करना बंद कर दिया। डॉक्टर्स ने तो यह कह दिया था कि यह लड़की अब अपने पैरों पर कभी भी नहीं चल पाएगी। लेकिन दोस्तों, आगे चलकर वही लड़की सिर्फ चली ही नहीं बल्कि दौड़ी, और दौड़ी भी तो ऐसा दौड़ी कि ओलंपिक में पूरे 3 गोल्ड मेडल जीतकर इतिहास रच दी। जी हां दोस्तों, मैं बात कर रहा हूं विल्मा रुडोल्फ की, जिन्होंने अपने जज्बे, जुनून और मेहनत से असंभव को भी संभव कर दिखाया है। तो चलिए बिना आपका समय खराब किए हम विल्मा रुडोल्फ के इस प्रेरणादायक जीवन को शुरू से जानते हैं। विल्मा ग्लोडेन रुडोल्फ का जन्म 23 जून 1940 को अमेरिका के सेंट बेथेलहैम नाम की जगह पर हुआ था। उनके पिता ईडी रुडोल्फ एक कूली थे और मां ब्लांच घर की आर्थिक स्थिति के खराब होने की वजह से नौकर का काम करती थी। विल्मा का जन्म समय से काफी पहले हो गया था, जिसकी वजह से वो बहुत कमजोर पैदा हुई थी और जन्म के समय उनका वजन केवल 4.5 पाउंड यानी करीब 2 किलो था। दोस्तों, बता दूं कि वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अनुसार जन्म के समय एक सामान्य बच्चे का वजन 2.5 किलो से 3 किलो होना चाहिए और कमजोर पैदा होने की वजह से विल्मा बचपन से ही बेहद बीमार रहती थी। वह अपने शुरुआती दिनों में निमोनिया और स्कारलेट फीवर जैसी गंभीर बीमारी से ग्रस्त थी। दोस्तों, कैसी भी करके इन सभी बीमारियों को झेलते हुए विल्मा जब थोड़ी बड़ी हुई तो 4 साल की उम्र में उन्हें पोलियो हो गया और पोलियो की वजह से उन्होंने अपने बाएं पैर की ताकत खो दी, जिसके बाद विल्मा को चलने के लिए कैलिपर्स का सहारा लेना पड़ा। दोस्तों, उस समय नस्ल भेद चरम पर था और अश्वेत अमेरिकी लोगों के इलाज के लिए बहुत ही कम हॉस्पिटल्स होते थे। इसीलिए विल्मा की मां को उनके इलाज के लिए हर हफ्ते 80 किलोमीटर दूर जाना पड़ता था। लेकिन काफी दिनों तक इलाज चलने के बाद डॉक्टर्स ने भी हार मान ली और यह कह दिया कि विल्मा अब कभी भी अपने पैरों के बल पर नहीं चल पाएंगी। लेकिन उनकी मां ने कभी भी हिम्मत नहीं हारी और अपने तरफ से घरेलू इलाज को जारी रखा। विल्मा की मां बहुत ही सकारात्मक सोच वाली महिला थी और वह विल्मा को हमेशा प्रेरित करती रहती थी। उनका कहना था कि विल्मा अपने पैरों से जरूर चल पाएगी, क्योंकि इस दुनिया में कुछ भी असंभव नहीं है। बच्चों को खेलते देखकर विल्मा को भी खेलने का बहुत मन करता था, लेकिन अपने विकलांगता की वजह से उन्हें हमेशा निराशा मिलती थी। एक बार तो विल्मा अपने क्लास में अपनी टीचर से ओलंपिक रिकॉर्ड्स के बारे में सवाल पूछने लगी, जिस पर सभी बच्चे हंसने लगे और टीचर ने भी उनसे पूछा कि तुम क्या करोगी खेलों के बारे में जानकर, तुम्हें पता है ना कि तुम कभी भी नहीं चल सकती। दोस्तों, उस घटना से विल्मा की आंखें भर आई थी और वो कुछ भी नहीं बोल पाई। और फिर अगले ही दिन जब खेल के पीरियड में उन्हें सभी बच्चों से अलग कर दिया गया, तभी उन्होंने दृढ़ निश्चय किया और अपने आप से बोली, माँ सही कहती है, लगन सच्ची और इरादे बुलंद हो तो कुछ भी पॉसिबल है। मैं भी ओलंपिक में एक दिन जरूर पार्टिसिपेट करूंगी, और केवल पार्टिसिपेट ही नहीं बल्कि सबसे तेज रनर बनकर दिखाऊंगी। अगले ही दिन से पूरी तैयारी के साथ विल्मा ने अपने पैरों में पहने कैलिपर्स को निकाल फेंका और पूरी ताकत लगाकर अपने पैरों पर चलने की कोशिश शुरू कर दी। शुरुआती दिनों में तो बहुत दर्द हुआ, कई बार तो गिरने की वजह से उन्हें काफी चोट भी लगी। लेकिन दोस्तों, जब आंखों में अरमान लिया, मंजिल को अपना मान लिया, है मुश्किल क्या आसान है क्या, जब ठान लिया तो ठान लिया। बहुत बार गिरते संभलते उन्होंने धीरे धीरे चलना सीखा। फिर वो एक पैर में ऊंचे एड़ी के जूते पहनकर खेलने लगी। दोस्तों, विल्मा का इलाज कर रहे डॉक्टर के एमवे ने कहा था कि विल्मा कभी भी कैलिपर्स के बिना नहीं चल पाएंगी। लेकिन एक बार वे खुद उनके जज्बे को देखकर हैरान रह गए और उनकी आंखों में आंसू भर गए। उन्होंने कहा कि बेटी, तू कुछ भी कर सकती है। मां के समर्पण और विल्मा की लगन के कारण 11 साल की उम्र में विल्मा पहली बार बास्केटबॉल खेली। फिर विल्मा के जज्बे को देखकर स्कूल के टीचर्स ने भी उनकी पूरी हेल्प की और इस तरह से विल्मा पूरे जोश और लगन के साथ प्रैक्टिस करने में लग गई। विल्मा ने 1953 में 13 साल की उम्र में पहली बार स्कूल की रेस कंपटीशन में हिस्सा लिया, लेकिन वो सबसे लास्ट आई। उसके बाद भी उन्होंने अपना आत्मविश्वास कभी भी नहीं कम होने दिया और पूरे जोर शोर से अपना प्रैक्टिस जारी रखा। और आखिरकार 8 हार के बाद 9वें रेस से उन्होंने जीतना शुरू किया और फिर उसके बाद से उन्होंने कभी भी पीछे मुड़कर नहीं देखा और अपने लगन, प्रैक्टिस और जज्बे के दम पर 1960 के रोम ओलंपिक में उन्हें अपने देश की तरफ से खेलने का मौका दिया गया। ओलंपिक में विल्मा ने 100 मीटर दौड़, 200 मीटर दौड़ और 400 मीटर रिले दौड़ में गोल्ड मेडल जीतकर इतिहास रच दिया। इस तरह विल्मा अमेरिका की सबसे पहली अश्वेत खिलाड़ी बनी जिसने दौड़ की 3 कंपटीशन में गोल्ड मेडल जीते और फिर 3 गोल्ड मेडल अपने नाम कर अमेरिका वापसी पर उनका सम्मान एक बहुत बड़ी पार्टी से किया गया, जिसमें पहली बार श्वेत और अश्वेत अमेरिकियों ने एक साथ भाग लिया, जिसे कि विल्मा अपनी जिंदगी की सबसे बड़ी जीत मानती हैं। विल्मा ने हमेशा अपनी जीत का श्रेय अपनी मां को दिया। विल्मा का कहना था कि अगर उनकी मां उनके लिए त्याग नहीं करती तो वो कुछ भी नहीं कर पाती। दोस्तों, एक बात याद रखिए, मुश्किल इस दुनिया में कुछ भी नहीं, फिर भी लोग अपने इरादे तोड़ देते हैं। अगर सच्चे दिल से हो चाहत कुछ पाने की तो सितारे भी अपनी जगह छोड़ देते हैं। दोस्तों, इस वीडियो को ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर करें ताकि आपके चाहने वाले भी विल्मा रुडोल्फ के प्रेरणादायक जीवन से सीख ले सके। आपका बहुमूल्य समय देने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। इस वीडियो को लाइक करके आप हमारा मनोबल बढ़ा सकते हैं। दोस्तों, अगर आप हमारी वीडियो को मिस नहीं करना चाहते तो कृपया चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें। आपको यह कहानी कैसी लगी हमें कमेंट करके जरूर बताएं। धन्यवाद।
I request Shri Krishnakant, PGT English of our Vidyalaya, to express his views on the occasion of National Sports Day. Over to Krishnakant sir.
Respected Principal, dear colleagues and students, a warm good morning to all of you. Today, on account of birthday of hockey wizard Major Dhyan Chand, we are celebrating National Sports Day 2020. Normally, Sports Day meets and speeches happens to be out in the fields. But we are celebrating it online. However, the spirit of sports should not be low at all. My name is Krishnakant Palnate and today I am going to speak about fitness and wellness through sports. To begin with, why fitness and wellness through sports? Well, there are several ways to be fit and fine. Like some will stick to a healthy diet plan, have a sound sleep, and they'll practice yoga and meditation, working out at home and gym. Some may prefer gym, dance, and few others. But attaining fitness through sports adds true flavors to overall well-being, and that is a matchless. Hear any sports person about exhilaration every time he experiences after a good sports. Playing sports is generally a fantastic way to improve your fitness and health. Many of us may not feel at home while workout in gym, but we will happily chase a ball around endlessly when we play any ball game out in the fields. For most of people, taking part in sport will improve general health and well-being. There are plenty of reasons why one should become involved in sport. Playing sports helps reduce body fat and controls our body weight. It increases the blood flow in the entire body. So this helps in keeping the heart in the best condition. Immunity of the body increases by playing outdoor sports. Sports like football, cricket, basketball, builds the stamina of a person. As all these sports require a lot of running and high energy levels, the stamina and concentration of a person automatically increases and it boosts up. Therefore, a person can work for a longer period of time without getting tired. And this always helps to giving the best of the possible results. Sports can bring a change to your day-to-day routine. You are more active, alive, alert, agile, and enthusiastic. Moreover, it relieves you from stress. As your body will experience a change, it gives your mind a boost of enthusiasm and happiness. And as a result, it will fill you with energy for the next day. And in the field of any work setup, you give an extra mileage, an extra additional results. Sports can help you fight depression and anxiety too. The reason being, these sports need mental presence to involve actively. Hence, your mind doesn't wander away. You are rather focused in a present time, in the present now, what we call, and you experience the power of now. You are away from depression and anxiety. It also allows you to challenge yourself and set goals because you are the goal setter and you only are the record breaker. Sports also help in coordination, balance, and flexibility. Sports allow you to experience the highs and lows of both winning and losing. Through sports, you will meet people with a similar interest to yourself and are likely to gain many new friends. And that is an added advantage. And this way, we build a societal bond. Sports are a great way for families to get exercise together. If you are a sporty at heart, then you are more likely to have a healthy lifestyle. With this, I take your leave. Thank you and have a good day. Thank you.
Now let us listen some motivational speech from Mr. Madhukaran, National Coach, Sports Authority of India.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning to Principal of Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan and respected teachers and my dear students. I feel honored to be here in front of you on the occasion of National Sports Day. We are celebrating the National Sports Day on the eve of the birthday of Dada Dhyanchand, who is a hockey wizard and is a legend personality in the hockey field. I Perumal Madhukaran, a retired coach from Sports Authority of India, and the former national coach for Indian women hockey team. I served in Sports Authority of India for more than 30 years, and I produced the international women hockey players, more than 22 players. And I was a national coach for Indian women hockey team in sub-junior and junior women team and senior women team also. I brought laurels to the India by winning Junior Asia Cup at Kuala Lumpur and Junior World Cup reaching semi-finals at Argentina and Champion Challenge for senior women at South Africa. I toured with the Indian women hockey team to Kenya, Malaysia, Germany, South Africa, Argentina, Paris, and few more countries. Now, coming to the National Sports Day, we are celebrating the National Sports Day on the occasion of the birthday of Dada Dhyan Chand on 29th of August every year. Why we are celebrating on 29th only? Because Dada Dhyan Chand has brought the laurels to the nation by holding the national flag in the Olympic arena, by winning the gold medal in the Olympics. It is a great honor to India that Dada Dhyan Chand has brought continuously three times in the Olympics by winning the gold medal in Olympics. There was a situation that when he scored more than half a dozen goals in 1928 Los Angeles tournament, Olympics, and everybody surprised that how India is playing. And when they started watching the Indian team in the 1936 Berlin Olympics, Dada scored a hat-trick, and in the finals, when the great ruler, the Hitler, was watching the final match between India and Germany, Dada scored a hat-trick and India won the Olympics by defeating Germany by 8-1 goals. It was a great insult to the German people, and Hitler, he stood up and he went away from the stadium with angry, and he called Dada Dhyan Chand, and he called on the dais and with his stick, and he tested the hockey stick, because he wanted to know that whether Dada Dhyan Chand has adjusted any magnet in the hockey stick, because the ball was just sticked up with the hockey stick only. Because of his super skills, the ball was not visible for everybody. So he wanted to test it. But after having test on the dais, Dada Dhyan Chand again demonstrated his dribbling skill on the dais in front of thousands of German people, so that Dada Dhyan Chand proved it. It is not because of the magnet, and it is just because of his personal individual skills. Then Hitler satisfied, and he allowed to play the remaining match in the final match of the 1936 Olympics at Berlin. After that, he called up Mr. Dada Dhyan Chand, and he asked, what you are doing in India? He said, I am a Sipai in military, and I am very happy in military. Then he offered Dada Dhyan Chand that if you come to Germany, I will make you colonel. But Dada refused. That is the patriotism of Dada Dhyan Chand. That is the reason we are celebrating the National Sports Day on the occasion of Dada Dhyan Chand. After that, Dada became laurels to the Indian country by winning more championships and Olympics continuously for the nation. About Dada Dhyanchand, he served in military after becoming a national Olympic gold medal in 1936 Olympics at Berlin. Indian government honored him by giving directly major post in the military. From that day onwards, everybody, it is a honor to every citizen to call Dada Dhyanchand Dada. That means brother of everybody, Dada Dhyanchand. By taking inspiration of Dada Dhyanchand, what is the role of sports in Indian sports arena? Why we used to play any game? Elders used to say that a sound body, a sound mind is a sound body. If you are physically fit, so you can do a miracle. You can do miracles on the sports of field, or you can do miracles on the education field, or any field. If you are mentally sound, physically sound, you can do miracles. So coming to the sports field, take a privilege that once before 2 years, I conducted a physical fitness programs in Kendriya Vidyalayas by the instructions of Government of India. Why the children are getting affected with diabetics and high blood pressure in the younger age? It is an order from our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and I conducted tests for more than 1500 Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan students in Barkas KVS and Shivarampalli KVS, and I submitted the reports and every state they have conducted the physical fitness program for KVS students in different parts of the countries. Based on that report, the government has taken a bold decision that a physical education should be a class, a subject to be included in the syllabus. Now coming to our sports, what the sports will help you in your day-to-day life. If you take a sports, your determination will be stronger. By goal setting, your determination will be much stronger than anything. If you take your studies, or if you take your day-to-day programs in studies in schools, everybody will think that I should get the first rank in the college, or I should get the first rank in the state. I should get the first rank in the national level. That is the goal setting. If you are playing a game, any type of game, it is not your goal that just participating in the sports. Your goal must be winning the gold and starting the top position on the podium. That is first position on the podium. Nothing is impossible in the sports. Nothing is impossible. If you work hard, definitely you will get the gold medal in the sports arena. One thing we should keep in our mind that we shall play, we shall win. That means we are playing and we definitely will win. It is not like they're just participating in the competition and coming back. No, it is A ordinary person or a ordinary student also can do it. But a determined person who is physically fit, he will continue to win the competitions. Your goal setting in education to become a topper in the state, to become a topper in the Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, it is a goal setting. For that, you will do hard work. You will do hard work. In spite of everything, in spite of more pressures, you can keep on continue to do hard work in the education. Then only you will get the top rank in the school, top rank in the college, top rank in the state, like that. The important thing is hard work. Without hard work, you cannot gain anything in the field of education or sports or in your life. You should continue to do hard work in the any field of your part of life. Now, I will request all the students and teachers and principals of Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. I will thank everybody for giving me an opportunity. My dear students, keep it in mind. I saw so many people who are putting the national flag on the shoulders and on the chest. They feel proud that I am an Indian. Just you think about it, when you are putting the flag on your chest, how much proud you are feeling, and when you are taking national flag with you and running across the stadium in front of thousands of people in the Olympic arena, what great feeling will be you are having, so that you are bringing the laurels to our nation by winning gold medals in world level championships and any field of sports arena, by holding the national flag in front of thousands of people in the stadium. With this, I thank the principals of Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan and the respected teachers and my dear beloved students for giving me this opportunity to share my feelings with my brothers and students. Once again, I thank everybody, and once again, I wish everybody on the occasion of Dada Dhyanchand's birthday, the National Sports Day, and thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Dear viewers, as today we are commemorating the birth anniversary of Major Dhyan Chand Singh. So now I want you to watch a video on the life and achievements of Dhyan Chand.
Hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand. Dhyan Chand is the most extraordinary, the greatest field hockey player. Let's take a look at the amazing journey of the wizard who was known for his superb ball control, the man who scored more than 400 goals in his career. The man responsible for earning 3 Olympic gold medals. Dhyan Chand was born on 29th August 1905 in Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh, into a Maurya Khushwha family, to mother Sharda Singh and father Sameshwar Singh, who was in British Indian Army. His father was often transferred, so the family was exposed to different cities. This also became a hindrance as Dhyan Chand could not continue his education for long. His education stopped approximately after 6 years of schooling. The family then settled in Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh. His father got a small piece of land for his services. Dhyan Chand had two brothers, Roop Singh, also a player, and another brother, Mool Singh. What is interesting is the fact that when Dhyan Chand was young, he was not into sports. According to the reports, he loved wrestling. At the age of 16, he joined Indian Army, and at that time he used to practice after the duty hours and night. He waited for the moon so that the field would light up and helped increase the visibility. Due to this, it is believed that he was named Chand, literal meaning moon, by his fellow players. It was during 1922 to 1926 that he played hockey tournaments and regimental games in Army. Then he was selected in the team that was to go to New Zealand. The Indian Army team won 18 matches, drew 2 and lost only 1. When Dhyan Chand returned, he was promoted to Lance Nayak. The newly formed Indian Hockey Federation was making a team for the 1928 Amsterdam Olympics. In 1925, an inter-provincial tournament was held to select India's national field hockey team. Dhyan Chand got permission from the army to play for the United Provinces team. He was immediately noticed for his skills and was on the team for Olympics. The final match in Olympics took place on 26th May, with India facing the home team of the Netherlands. It was tough as top players were not well, including Dhyan Chand. Despite all odds, India won its first Olympic gold medal. Dhyan Chand was the top scorer of the tournament, scoring 14 goals in 5 matches. It was stated that this is not a game of hockey but magic. Dhyan Chand is in fact the magician of hockey. He was then automatically selected for the 1932 Los Angeles Olympics. India's first match in the 1932 Olympics was against Japan, which it won on the score of 11-1. The team kept moving ahead and once again won the gold in finals. After the Olympics, the team went on an international tour covering United States, England and several other countries. By the end of the tour, India had won 34 matches out of 37, with Chand scoring 133 out of the 330 goals scored by India. He became the captain of the Indian hockey team in 1934 and he led the team to the 1936 Berlin Olympics. Dhyan Chand's magic again got a gold medal for India. This was India's third successive gold in field hockey. Let's take a look at his personal life. He got married to Janki Devi in 1936 and had 7 sons from his marriage. In 1956, at the age of 51, he retired from the army with the rank of a major. After he retired, he coached for a while and then settled in Jhansi. According to the reports, this legend spent the last years of his life in poverty. It is unfortunate as he was forgotten. He lost hope and suffered from liver cancer. He died at the age of 74 on 3rd December 1979. Let's take a look at his various achievements. India's highest award for lifetime achievement in sports is named after him, the Dhyan Chand Award. A statue of this hockey legend with 4 hands and 4 sticks was erected in Vienna, depicting his master control over the ball. 29th August, his birthday, is celebrated as National Sports Day in India. AstroTurf hockey pitch at the Indian Gymkhana Club in London has been named after Indian hockey legend Dhyan Chand. He was awarded the Padma Bhushan in 1956 by the Indian government. The Union Minister of India gave the 20th National Award 2012, namely Gem of India, to the magician of hockey Major Dhyan Chand. The award was received by his son Ashok Dhyan Chand, hockey Olympian himself. The National Stadium in Delhi was renamed Dhyan Chand National Stadium in 2002 in his honor. It is stated that in 1936 Olympics, after India played its first match, a German newspaper's headline was, "The Olympic complex now has a magic show too." The next day there were posters all over Berlin. Visit the hockey stadium to watch the Indian magician Dhyan Chand in action. It has also been revealed that Führer was so impressed by Dhyan Chand's wizardry with the stake that he offered him a chance to move to Germany and the post of colonel in his army, which the legend declined. Cricket legend Don Bradman stated, "He scores goals like runs in cricket. Whatever said is less." Major Dhyan Chand is a legend. His achievements are uncountable and stories from his life are never ending.
That is really a life to emulate, and I'm sure the students of our Vidyalaya will follow the footsteps of Dhyan Chand and will make the country proud with their achievements in the field of sport. Paying a tribute to Dhyan Chand and sports, the students of our Vidyalaya have prepared several paintings. So let me take the honor to showcase before you the aesthetic bonanza, the paintings of our students. धन्यवाद बच्चों। इन प्रतिभाशाली बच्चों की कला प्रदर्शनी को देखकर दिल गदगद हो गया। धन्य है आप बच्चों व धन्य है आपका जज्बा। Now I would like to call upon the steward of our Vidyalayas vessel, an efficient administrator, an empathetic officer and an able mentor, Shri E. Krishnamurthy, the principal of our Vidyalaya, to bless our students with his precious words.
Most distinguished members of Vidyalaya Management Committee, respected parents of my students, and respected teachers, my dear students, and spectators who are witnessing today's program on the occasion of National Sports Day 2020. Today we are celebrating National Sports Day in the commemoration of birth anniversary of hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand. Major Dhyan Chand was popularly known as Wizard of Hockey and Jadugar of Hockey. His skills are glorified in various stories and anecdotes that revolve around the fact that he had extraordinary control over dribbling the ball. He was also known for his extraordinary goal scoring feats. His team achieved 3 gold medals in the Olympics in the years 1928, 1932 and 1936. During his period, India dominated in field hockey. His influence has been extended beyond achieving these medals. The services of Major Dhyan Chand in the field of hockey and in the sports and games were well remembered by Government of India, and National Stadium Delhi was named after Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium in his honor during the year 2002. After the service of 34 years in Indian Army, Major Dhyan Chand retired during the year 1956, particularly on 29th August 1956. During that year only, he was awarded with Padma Bhushan Award. Major Dhyan Chand conducted many coaching camps in the field of hockey and given training to many players. His services are well remembered, and people drawn inspirations from his skills. He died in the year 1979 at AIIMS Delhi from the liver cancer. On this occasion, let us remember the success in the field of sports and games. Government of India has awarded Dhyan Chand India's third highest civilian award, Padma Bhushan, in 1956. Major Dhyan Chand was born on 29th August 1905 in a Rajput family to Mrs. Sharda Singh and Mr. Someshwar Singh. We have to remember his achievements on this occasion, on the occasion of National Sports Day, and draw inspirations from his skills. On the National Sports Day, President of India gives away the sports-related awards to outstanding players of various sports and games, like Rajiv Khel Ratna Award, Arjuna Awards to outstanding players, and Dronacharya Awards to the outstanding coaches. India's highest award for lifetime achievement in sports is named after Major Dhyan Chand. This award is known as Dhyan Chand Award. This award usually will be given to the sports persons who are not only contributed their best in the fields of sports and games, but also contribute their best even after retirement. Games and sports build confidence in the minds of students. Games and sports not only involve in the development of skills, it also stimulates the behavior, particularly the competitive behavior of the children. The indoor games like caroms, chess develop the mental strength, strategies. Hence, I would like to say to all of you that sports and games are very important in the student's life. They keep us mentally strong and physically fit. You are well aware that a sound mind is in sound body. If we are physically strong, then our mental balance will be better. The games and sports, we have so many benefits. We learn social skills and feelings of togetherness, cooperation, discipline, punctuality. While playing, we learn how to lose. Life is not bed of roses. There are so many problems will be there, troubles will come. How to face the trouble, how these make us learn how to be mentally strong. If a problem comes, how to face these we learn from the sports. Suppose you are listening so many stories in real life. If a child fails in the examination, he finds the way to how to end life. But those who play, the sportsmen, we did not listen even one story of committing suicide by a sportsman. During the period of this pandemic, students are confined at home and playing the computer games. Playing computer games, okay, somewhat extent, okay for 5 minutes or 10 minutes to relax. But continuously playing the computer games, you become addict of the games. Then your competitive spirit will come down and you will be away from your academics. The major practice is our academics. One has to be strong, one has to play well. The team games, organized games, you have to practice, and you mentally or physically a robust one. I appeal all the people, I appeal the parents also particularly, allow the children to play and contribute to their interest and encourage the sports talents. I am very thankful all the teachers, students who are actively participated in the programs given, and I came to know through Mrs. Sanju Madam that children are practicing daily the yoga exercises because of the pandemic period. It is really a great job. You practice and encourage or inspire your parents also to practice the yoga exercises. Yoga exercises, particularly pranayama and yogasanas, give good health and mental health too. I thank each and everyone for participating in the National Sports Day. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Viewers, with that, the program comes to an end. Stay fit, stay healthy, play sports, promote sports. And once again, I extend my heartiest greetings to you all on the occasion of National Sports Day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.